Good evening, everybody. There was an air alert in Kyiv a little bit ago as I was going through videos, but for now it's just in Sumy for 9 hours 21 minutes and Donetsk for 1 hour 32 minutes. Yeah, sorry about missing yesterday. Apparently, as certain people have put it, I needed it, and I slept for, I got home after doing some chores and took a pain pill, figured I'd take a nap for a couple hours, and slept for 20 hours. So, life happens, I guess, just without me awake. Hopping right into it, operational information as of 8 a.m. February 7th, regarding the Russian invasion. As always, they start with Glory to Ukraine. The 1080th day of the large-scale armed aggression of the Russian Federation against Ukraine has begun. In total, 101 combat clashes were recorded over the past 24 hours. According to updated information, yesterday the enemy launched 3 missile strikes and 84 airstrikes on the positions of Ukrainian units and settlements. They used 4 missiles and dropped 138 guided air bombs. Russia also used 2,829 kamikaze drones and carried out more than 5,000 artillery shellings, 94 of which were from multiple launch rocket systems. The aggressor carried out airstrikes near the settlements of Drimivka, Malorubivska in the Sumy region, Servisk, Zanivka, Badarny, Novoalexandrivka, Odriny, Novosilka, Novokumar, and Novopil in the Donetsk region, Huliopol in the Zaporizhia region, as well as the city of Zaporizhia. Over the past day, missile troops and artillery of the defense forces hit 14 areas of concentration of personnel and equipment, and an artillery piece of the Russian invaders. I think that was part of it. KKGG, I think I caught a little bit of the bug and my body just went, okay, shutdown time. Moving into the individual directions, in the Kharkiv direction, our troops repelled 1 enemy attack in the Voschansk area. Going to the deep state map, zooming into Kharkiv, and Voschansk is right here. Coming over to Kupiansk. 5 attacks by the invaders took place in the Kupiansk direction over the past day. Defense forces repelled enemy assault actions near the settlements of Lozova, Novokruglivka, Petropavlivka, and Zarizova. Heading back to the deep state map, Zarizova, which Kruglivka is here, but I don't know where Novokruglivka is. Down this way. Petropavlivka and Lozova. So Lozova, Novokruglivka, Zarizova, and Petropavlivka is up here. Moving south to the Liman direction, where the enemy attacked 20 times. They tried to advance near Zeleny Gay, Kopanki, Novosarivka, Harivka. They're missing the second half of that town name. Zeleny Dolna, Novolubivka, Katrinivka, Yempolivka, Terny, and Kolodazny. Coming to the south, Zeleny Gay, Kopanki, Novosarivka. Maybe they were talking about Novoihorovka. No. Rakivka, Novolubivka, Yampolivka, Kolodazny, Yampil, and the last one, Terny. Terny is right in here. Of course, Liman is here. Coming Servisk. And in the Servisk direction, the enemy twice attacked the positions of our defenders in the area of the settlement of Bilogorivka. Bilogorivka is right here. Coming to the southwest towards the Kramatorsk. Liman, Servisk, Slovansk, Kramatorsk, Konstantinivka, and in the Kramatorsk direction, 3 clashes were recorded near the settlement of Chasiv Yar. In the Torets direction, the enemy carried out 13 attacks in the areas of Dilivka and Toretsk. Coming back here, of course, we know Chasiv Yar. Directly to the south, come into Toretsk, and I'm not sure which Dilivka they're talking about, this one or this one, but 20 attacks in this general area. New York is the city that was highly talked about throughout the war. Reporters went there a lot because it was right on the border with the 2014 line and was the front city for a long time. Now it's Toretsk. Just to give you a little bit of idea of how far Russia has been able to push in 3 years. That's the line before the war started. Here they are now, 2 cities away. Moving over from Toretsk, we head into the Pokrovsk direction, where our defenders stopped 36 assault and offensive actions of the Russian Federation in the areas of the settlements of Zeleny Pol, Vodyany Druj, Novotoretsky, Pokrovsk, Pishkiany, Udashny, Mirlubivka, Promin, Lysivka, Koltyarivka, Upensivka, Dashny, Andrivka, and Shurchenko. Moving over to this, we have to zoom in pretty far for these first 2. Zeleny Pol, right here by Baranivka. Vodyany Druj, Mirlubivka, Novotoretsk, Promin, Lysivka, of course, Pokrovsk, Kotiny, Udashny, Upensivka, Andrivka, Dashny, and what was that last town, just to make sure? Oh, Surchenko. Surchenko is right here. Again, still a high number of attacks in the Pokrovsk area. It's a big front. Ukraine is defending as hard as they can. Again, Russia trying to reach these paved roads that lead into Pokrovsk and Mirnograd. And right here in this area near Andornivka, if you guys watched Greg Terry's stream, he was talking about the display that was right there. Moving just to the south a little bit, for the Novopavlivka direction. In the Novopavlivka direction, the defense forces repelled 8 attacks on the positions of our troops near Lysivka, Constantinople, and Rozdolny. Constantinople, Rozdolny, and this other town I am not familiar with, Lysivka. It's not one of these small ones, is it? No, that's Sukovyali, Yantarny. Rozdolny, Novokumar. Any... Yeah, I'm not seeing it offhand. It might be a small suburb of Velika Novosilka. But I am not able to find it at this point in time. I apologize about that. I'll look it up at a later time. Thankfully, the enemy did not conduct offensive actions in Orhiv, Guliopol, or Perniprovsky directions. In the operational zone in Kursk, units of the Ukrainian Defense Forces have repelled 5 Russian attacks over the past 24 hours. In addition, the enemy carried out 47 airstrikes using 76 guided bombs, and also carried out 612 artillery attacks on the positions of our troops and settlements. Of those artillery strikes, 11 were from multiple launch rocket systems. In Volyn and Polizia directions, no signs of the formation of enemy offensive groups have been detected. Our soldiers are inflicting significant losses on the occupation forces in both manpower and equipment, and are actively undermining the enemy's offensive potential in the rear. Goes into the losses for the last 24 hours. We'll cover that with the graphic. Of course, join the defense forces. Together we will win. Razom Peremojemo. Slava Ukraina. Let me go to Discord. And, well, let me pull up yesterday's first. Enemy losses for February 6th, 1,240 personnel, 18 tanks, 16 APVs, 46 artillery systems, 2 MLRSs, 2 anti-aircraft warfare systems, 83 UAVs, 133 vehicles, and 2 special equipment. That is for yesterday. And today, Russia lost 1,340 personnel, fast approaching 850,000 losses Probably by Monday we'll be there. 10 more tanks, 25 away from 10,000. 18 armored personnel vehicles, another 32 artillery systems, 1 additional anti-aircraft system, 116 UAVs, 96 vehicles, and 1 special equipment. Oh, I see a lot of blue in chat. Are Nick and Blonde having a fight again? I already did the air alert update, but we do have one addition. Jotometer. Air alert started 13 minutes ago. Yeah, Ukraine always puts up the good numbers, for the basketball fans out there, definitely triple doubles. Moving on to Zelensky's speech for today. And yeah, I'm going to have to slow down. I get this full screen. Oh, and somebody was asking why I use Telegram instead of like Reddit or something like that. Telegram videos have a much higher quality than Reddit. Just the player on it is much better.
Дорогі українці, українки, провів сьогодні ставку. Важливо, що військові та Міністерство оборони збільшують кількість не тільки підписаних контрактів на постачання зброї, але й тих, що реалізовуються. Сьогодні були доповіді по конкретних видах озброєнь і техніки. І багато нашого внутрішнього виробництва. Забезпечення для армії має бути стабільним, і саме частка власного нашого виробництва має постійно збільшуватися. Також сьогодні була доповідь головкома по ситуації на Донеччині і на Курщині. В районах Курської операції були нові штурми. Російська армія і підтягнули знову північнокорейських солдатів. Значна кількість окупантів знищена. Йдеться про сотні російських і північнокорейських військових. І це дуже важливо, бої саме на російській території, щоб не давати збільшувати напругу проти наших міст, нашої землі. І у нас на території, на фронті 60 тисяч російської армії, на Курщині це 60 тисяч, які не додались до і так значних сил окупанта на Покровському, на інших напрямках нашої Донеччини. Я вдячний всім нашим воїнам за стійкість, кожній бригаді за результат. І ще одне – дрони, технологічна основа сучасної війни. Українці мають бути в цій сфері лідером. І так багато в чому вже є. Сьогодні була зустріч із командирами підрозділів безпілотних систем. Вони із найкращих. І досвід всіх наших найкращих буде масштабуватися. Це люди, які пишуть нову доктрину технологічного захисту для України. Рішення ухвалені, дрони виробляємо і постачаємо. І значення дронів має стати таким, щоб все більше і більше унеможливлювати російські штурми. Українська держава не жалітиме ресурси на це, бо це збереження життів наших людей. Я дякую усім, хто з Україною. Слава Україні!
And of course, Heroam Slava. Sorry, I was reading chat. Of course, Zelensky bringing up some very good points about leading the world in drone advances and other things. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. One other thing is Zelensky gave a bit of a press conference update, sort of. Well, here, I'll let you just read along.
Це трильйони грошей. Ось бачите, чому вони постійно говорять про те, що вони хочуть забрати Запорізьку область повністю, Донецьку область. Вони захоплюють не просто там все це бла-бла-бла про русський язик, що вони захищають. Ні, вони захоплюють великі гроші. І ми розуміємо, куди вони йшли, як вони йшли з півночі і що вони хотіли. Ось вам енергетика, ось вам марганцеві руди, ось вам титан, ось вам залізо. Вони захопили 20% атомної генерації України. Чому ми говоримо з Сполученими Штатами Америки? Давайте заробляти гроші разом. Ми будемо щасливі заробляти з тими, хто це захищає. В Європі найбільша кількість урану в Україні. Якщо це в руках у Росії, Ірану і Північної Кореї, вони просто багатшими будуть.
So, laying down the facts for, well, Trump, basically.
Ні, вони
Let me see if I can get it to stop on.
Куди вони йшли, як вони йшли.
There we go. You know, each of those splotches is a resource. Notice how a lot of them are over east of Zaporizhia, Dnipro. This is the area they're fighting in right now, Donetsk. Russia is trying to take resources. Why? So they can fund their further wars. Of course, Zelensky with the 2000 IQ play there, saying, yeah, we'll happily trade resources for protection, but we have to be able to retake that area from Russia. And one of my favorite songs in the world is a reference to Nero. The line in the song is, don't play Nero to my Rome. Song about a breakup, and give you guys a preview of the videos to come as I scroll back to the start of the day and get the drone messages for you. That's funny. That one's funny as well. That's even funnier. Yeah, there's some good laughs in the videos today. So most of them coming from the Russian side. Wake up call for everybody in America. I keep telling you why I hate MLRSs so much. This will show you why. Tourette's update. Don't drink and drive. North Korean artillery. Fires in Russia. They really need to get on a non-smoking plan. Traffic control. And here we are at the start of the day with the drone information. Last night, Russia launched 112 UAVs. 81 were shot down. 31 were lost in location. Unfortunately, that leaves 10 that were able to get through to their targets. As a result of the attack, Sumy, Kyiv, and Klemensky regions suffered. This is why Ukraine needs more air support, more air defense. It's the number one issue, and Zelensky makes that plea every week in video form, which we'll see on Sunday. I'm going to start off the video with something a little bit rough, but I think you'll enjoy it. That's just to wake everybody up out there. Predator drone dropping on a Russian soldier in Toretsk. Knocked him out cold. In Kyiv, they pulled the remains of a shaheed out of the river. And a reminder not to approach those things when you see them, because there could be explosives still in them. And I swear to God, this is a Honda Civic, but this is how Russians are doing their assaults now. We got another Honda Civic. Oh, I didn't realize that's what that was. Thankfully, it's hard to see, so... Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to show that on the screen. You want to know why night vision scopes are so important? That's okay. The whole U.S. aid thing responsible for Starlinks. I'm sure there were some charity organizations, nonprofits, whatever you want to call them, NGOs in Ukraine that were providing Starlinks and were being funded by U.S. aid. Which ones are doing that? I could not tell you offhand. You have to remember, U.S. aid does not actively do anything. They provide funds to other NGOs for them to be able to do anything and to slap the U.S. aid logo on whatever they do. So, could U.S. aid been responsible for paying for the Starlink services in Ukraine? Yes. But through what organization? I have no idea. No, Nora, they're not. Russia's not using horses. They're using donkeys. We showed you that yesterday. Or not yesterday, the day before yesterday. Yeah, my mom got her biopsy results back today. Thankfully, it wasn't cancer. It was just an odd growth. So I know that scare. It depends on the... Nick from In Time asked, does the shutdown of U.S. aid affect Starlink now or in the future? It all depends on the timing of the funding. If the organization was already funded before Trump shut down U.S. aid, the Starlinks will stay up. If they were not, and they were actively seeking funds when the shutdown happened, then there's going to be an issue. Um, if they have enough reserves to keep it up until U.S. aid comes back, it might not be anything we actually hear about. I mean, it's a weird situation. It's all about funding and everybody's ability to prepare for the future. Um, so, I mean, it's not great news that U.S. aid was shut down, but it's not bad news. It's one of those. Uh, I mean, but yeah, U.S. aid didn't actually do anything physically. Someone would bring them a proposal that, hey, we want to do this. It helps out U.S. agenda and it helps people out and makes the United States look good. Okay, here's your money. Go do it. And that company goes and does what they need to do with that money. So, will organizations that rely on that money suffer? Yes, they could. Doesn't mean they will, but they could. No, the USA just sends a check. It doesn't coordinate anything. It just, oh, you want our funding? Hold a dinner for us so we can press hands and make a good publicity shot. And here's your money. Go do what you need to do. I mean, yes, it's helpful, but as per physically doing stuff, yeah, they just write a check and here you go. So U.S. aid shutting down isn't the issue. It's the side effect of that the aid corporation or the aid groups that rely on U.S. aid funding are going to have a struggle going forward. Whether or not they can last the 90 days or whatever it is, or whatever it ends up being, that's going to depend on their funding situation. So, yes, it could be horrible, but it could also not have any effect if other funding organizations step in, like people sending money to the causes that are out there. It's a hard thing to report on and say, yes, this is for sure without actually knowing who's paying for the Starlinks. Well, yeah, U.S. aid is paying for the Starlinks, but did the NGO that got the funding from U.S. aid get it before or after, or do they need to wait? It's very complicated issue to explain properly. I hope that puts it in perspective for everybody with the U.S. aid situation. It's, everything's not going to shut down all at once. The aid organizations that got funding from U.S. aid still will be operating. They'll just be worried about their funding in the future. Anyways, I was talking about the difference that thermal imaging makes. And this video is a prime example of that. This is somebody shooting down a Shaheed with a thermal scope on their rifle. This is what you see with the naked eye.
Аккуратно, головы!
With the naked eye, you don't see anything. But that thermal scope on his rifle.
Аккуратно!
Let's see. That thermal scope on his rifle. Machine gun, whatever you want to call that. He could see the drone. He could shoot it. He could take it out because of that thermal optics. You know, with the Maverick 3 thermals, those are in such high demand. Everybody's asking for them, and unfortunately, they're not cheap. Like $4,000 just to get the basic setup. So, and I know somebody out there is doing a fundraiser to try and get another one for Viper. Hey, Blonde, can you give us an update on how close you are in the link for the fundraiser to get that second drone done and how close we are to getting done? Because that's the difference that thermals make right there. Some heating plant didn't get blown up. Some electrical substation didn't get blown up because this guy had a thermal on his machine gun. $1,600 left to go. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, but Mertz, you have to remember, there's a delay. So when I say something, it's like 30 to 60 seconds before you guys hear it. Oh, I forgot which unit this was. 44th Separate Assault Brigade, making Russian artillery disappear. Hey, Ghost, just so you know, I love goat. You know, goat cheese and mutton, roasted mutton. A collage of Kurtz in the last year. If you ever get a chance, go look at my first couple videos. Good night, Mertzy. Yeah, they just have 4 legs now, Gato, instead of 2. I'm just going to end the video there. Oh, here we go. Oh. You know, I like my goats. Sometimes they like hiding. You have to look under stuff for them. You know, this was last year when we actually had snow on the ground. Yeah, I like my goats. Yeah, DNA samples to make sure they were Korean. But let's see. Collage of Kurtz. Let's go back. Since everybody's talking about oh, come on, where's this video at? Oh, I must have went over it. Okay, where did... Nah, that's not what I wanted to search for. This channel. No, that's not the one I was looking for. Oh, dang it. I forgot the title I put it under. I guess it was a couple more days ago than I thought. Oh, dang it. Where'd I put it? No. Uh, here we go. Russia's new supply trucks. Okay. You know, they have a better lodging than some of the Russians, I think.
Новый секрет оружия Великой Российской Армии. Лютый зверь подкрадывается незаметно к украинским петухам. Людей не бойся, Анзор, Анзор. Анзором кличут. Не знаю почему.
Yeah, that's the Russian supply mules. Let me get back to where we were at. Drone on drones. Wait, we already... No, we haven't done the Franken drone yet. Oh, we still got a lot to go. When Ukrainians say no U-turns allowed, they mean it. Well, teach them to break the laws of the traffic. Okay, that is misdone. A grad goes boom. These are Russian MLRSs. Ooh, good song. Definitely going to get a copyright struck for the song.
Into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a
Yeah, that was Rammstein in the previous video. See you, UTV.
There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad.
Well, I always enjoy seeing those things get taken out because of the damage they do. Let me get rid of this. Be honest with you, I don't know what happened in this video. I was looking at the bees. They set fire to the fart of the cat and then finished off the FPV. That's an interesting translation. You guys watch the video, I'll watch the bee yard.
Підпалили, блядь, пердак.
Right there, all the bees, the beehives. Oh.
Ось він, сука, де? Вон біжить, в нього срака горить. В нього горить срака.
Oh, they're trying to focus on the Russians. Show me the bee yard.
Підарасів. Диви, диви.
So there goes the Russian through the bee yard.
Ти що, сука? Ти чий
All the beehives.
Сука, на пасіку забіг, гандон. Диви, диви, падла йобане.
Oh, one of the beehives got knocked over. You see the drone.
Ніби, да? Да, ні, по-моєму, вроді FPV-шка. FPV-шка. Нас.
Oh, they blew up the bees. Now I'm sad. Russians can't keep their people from smoking where they shouldn't, and the lumber mill in Russia went up in flames. Hey, Mitch. Oh, sorry to hear that, Gato. Shadow unit again finds a cluster of Russian equipment, and friendly units launches cassettes, which means cluster bombs. Here's the video. There goes the cluster munition, taking out one half of the place.
Поховали москаля край дороги, видно руки, видно ноги, видно роги. Видно руки, видно ноги, видно роги.
There's the other half.
Слава Україні!
Um, 503rd Separate Marine Battalion showing us some of their drone footage. Welcome back, Niels. Good to hear you're doing okay. So at the end there, they dropped the Russian a bottle of water, and he was thanking them for the water. So I've seen this question pop up in many, many chats. Why doesn't Ukraine just blow up the train tracks? Well, here's the answer. Well, that's good news and bad news. Sorry to hear the bad news, but congratulations on the good news. And you can see the train tracks being taken out so the Russians can't use it. North Korean supplied mobile artillery unit gets taken out. Here's the video. Short but sweet. Speaking of bad news, don't drink and drive. At night in Belgorod, 3 servicemen from Dagestan who were intoxicated rammed an ambulance in a BMW X7. I wonder if it was because they were BMW or because they were drunk. Probably both. As a result of the strike, 2 paramedics from the Republic died, and the Dagestanis are in intensive care. Here is the aftermath. And here is TV camera from the accident. You see the ambulance, and there they go, blowing the red light. Don't drive in Russia. That's another lesson to know for your life. An update from Toretsk. I believe it was 70,000 people used to call this city home. Of course, the mining facility in Toretsk, now under Russian control for the most part. Another grad taken out. But this one shows you the devastation that a grad does to the general area. And Russians use this on civilian centers. Here's the video. Of course, the grad cost $15 million. There was a nice kaboom at the end. Always good to see those things getting taken out. Russia created a Franken drone. In case you're like me and trying to figure out what the heck that is, Ukrainians were able to bring it down and get a closer look at it. Here's that video. Well, 4 drones slapped together by a piece of wood.
Руку видно? Нормально? Да. А ну. А что ты факи показываешь? Давай сюда мне. Заебал.
Ukrainians making fun of it by gluing 4 flies to what, matchsticks? And some good news today. Mirage 2000 aircraft were reported to be returning from the air as cranes during the flight from Poland to Ukraine. Some images of Ukrainians getting proper, well, reinforced in the Air Force. I wasn't sure if I should show this one, but I hear there's a good moon on the front in Ukraine.
Мені подобається, як воно горить, як люди суетяться, пожарки приїжджають. Ну, люди в шокі, глаза вилазять.
Nice moon.
Мені подобається.
Sorry, I had to do that one. For those Americans out there that think Russia are your friends and they are friends with Trump, and well, here's a video from Russia. The St. George Medal. You notice in the background the intercontinental ballistic missile.
В наши стратегические ядерные ракеты и нацелить их на города Соединенных Штатов Америки. Ярс, Сармат и Посейдон. Берем прицел мы. Вашингтон! На Вашингтон! На Вашингтон! На Вашингтон! На Вашингтон! На Вашингтон! На Вашингтон!
I think it's all the vodka, Mark. You don't have to speak Russian to figure out what they're saying. Walking around with a missile that says, "For Washington." And these are people that Trump says, "Oh, I have such a good relation with." Yeah, and here they are marching down the street saying they want to send a missile to Washington. You know, don't judge people by what they say, judge them by what they do. Russia says they're our friends, that they don't want to cause problems, yet here they are walking down the street saying send a missile to Washington. Some Ukrainian peons, I forgot, I don't know if that's the right translation or the right spelling. 2S7 peon self-propelled guns from the 43rd Brigade. Just showing off. Bangarang. Okay, I'm trying to. Yeah, sometimes the medication that the doctors give you have worse side effects than what you're trying to cure. You know, one doctor tried to put me on weight loss medication. One of the side effects that I read about was anal leakage. I'd rather be fat than have to walk around with that. Some FPV and drone on drone action for you. You notice that's a new layout of the FPV drone. Let me go back to these little knobs. They're not munitions. They're almost like pool cues. They're meant to ram the drones and take out their rotors and stuff and make them drop. You notice it knocked that other drone out of the sky and stayed where it was. So again, innovation that works is battle tested by Ukraine, and we need Ukraine to win this war so we can learn from them. Otherwise, once this war's over, depending on the outcome, it's going to open up a lot of stuff from others. Nina's special unit of the Loot Brigade, together with patrol women in the guise of the Predator Brigade, blow up a Russian dump in Toretsk with explosives. 2 videos with this one. Here's the first one. Oh, another video with a bangerang. Have a good night, KK. Hope you feel better. That was the first video. This is the second. Okay. The drone on drone clip. Fourth Mechanized Battalion chops down enemy Mavics with an FPV ram, thereby reducing the load on our infantrymen. A normal FPV. Normal FPV. Can't tell. Oh. Yeah, it could have been shotgun blast coming out of it. Just with the caption, I thought it was like a new module to ram them. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That could have been the shotgun drone. That probably was a shotgun drone. It's just when I'm talking about an FPV ram. I assumed it was just the ram. I didn't see the sparks fly out at first. Some FPV highlights from fighters of the Phoenix Brigade, or Phoenix Battalion of the Promsta Brigade in the Kupiansk direction. 2 tanks, some infantry fighting vehicles, an APC, and an MTLB, plus 6 trucks. Here's the video. Yeah, I think that last clip was shotguns. How about 5mm instead, Liam? Yeah, they're getting some good dance music into these videos lately. Artillery and FPV have a competition. You'd be the judge who wins. Some flogging Molly.
There's a boat right as a spot around his grand. I'm working in a boat, you're building on the river Thames. When the chip was hard at work, the devil appeared from hell. He had a roll of copper and a microphone of nails.
Unfortunately, Kharkiv was hit today. One of the largest markets in Ukraine. Russians hit the market with a UAV in the Kievsky district of Kharkiv. Trading pavilions in the market were damaged. Here is the video. And I'll ask you while we watch this, does this look like a military target to you? Strollers, balloons, Valentine's Day is coming up, the heart balloons. One more time. There's the strollers, Valentine's balloons, teddy bear. I don't know, maybe they were afraid the balloons were going to be used for interfering with missiles and drones. 110th gives us an update from Velika Novosilka. Oh, there's more than testing, Mertzy. There's been a lot of the shotgun drone videos. They're working. They're not testing. They're working. Well, there is the drone update from the 110th in Velika Novosilka. Oh, I am so happy Trump did his meme coin just so I could watch this video.
Время 5 утра. Мы только что потеряли 200 миллионов, 2 из которых не наши, это кредит. Я поторговал на бирже, криптовалюта, была коррекция, начало все падать. Я, чтобы удержать свои позиции, добавил денег. Это были все деньги, которые мы копили всю свою совместную жизнь ради того, чтобы что-то изменилось в ней.
Сейчас просто находясь в этой студии, которую я ненавидела все время, сколько мы в ней живем, эту коробку, я понимаю, что даже она не наша теперь.
Ну да, мы будем продавать эту студию, чтобы закрыть кредит. Я не знаю, мы опустошены.
Просто я понимаю, что сейчас будет много вопросов от знакомых. Вообще не хочется ни с кем общаться, хочется просто закрыться от мира. Мы просто тут все эти годы пахали на нескольких работах, да. Просто шли к одной цели общей. Побыстрее добиться и выдохнуть хотелось. Мне тошнит, сердце просто колотится. Позвонил маме. Я держусь только ради нее. Чтобы мне на все остальное вообще наплевать. Только быстрее мне не дает что-то вообще закончить всю эту историю. Все эти навязанные нам дедлайны, это такая херня. От этого даже обидно. Даже не от потери денег, а от потери времени, которое мы не уделили близким, не уделили друг другу. Ради этой цели, ради этих бумажек. Понимаю, что всем плевать на чужие проблемы.
Но их захотят просто расковырять и многое узнать.
For reference, a Russian invested in the new U.S. president's meme coin and during the correction lost 10 million rubles, of which he and his wife had been saving all their lives for a new apartment. Now they will even have to sell their studio to pay off their debts. So Trump took their apartment. All you MAGA people, go buy your Trump meme coins from these guys so they can get their apartment in Russia. Akhmat fighters were in the wrong location again. The deceitful Ukrainians attacked where we weren't positioned.
Вот сегодня у нас получается опять у наших соседей пошла волна контрнаступления противника. Хочу отметить, что в направлении Черкасской Конопельки, Уланка никогда спецназ Ахмат не стоял. Противник, видать, понял, что на участке, где мы стоим, ему все равно ловить нечего, и пошел, получается, вниз к нашим соседям на левом фланге. Вот. Наши подразделения максимально помогают соседям, которые отбивают сейчас наступление противника.
So Akhmat complaining that we're not losing ground. It's the unit to our flank that is, not us. SBU is systematically destroying Russian equipment, air defenses, taking out 6 tanks, 18 APV or armored fighting vehicles, 19 artillery systems, 3 air defense systems, 204 vehicles, 39 UAVs, 128 fortifications and firing positions, as well as 6 ammo depots and 1 fuel storage. Here's the video. Boop, go boom! that look on the guy's face at the end there. You know, it reminds me of the joke, you know, what was the last thing to go through the fly's brain when it hit the windshield of the car? Its ass. Okay, this next one, I had to show this one. Well, you guys are sitting there fundraising for drones and night vision and trucks. Here's what Russians are fundraising for. 700 body bags.
Этот груз поедет в Запорожскую область для 70-го гвардейского мотострелкового полка. Победа будет за нами.
Camo nets and body bags. That's what Russia's fundraising for.
Здравствуйте. Сегодня загрузили 250 маскировочных сетей, 700 трупных пакетов, в которых наши военнослужащие очень сильно нуждаются. Этот груз поедет в Запорожскую область для 70-го гвардейского мотострелкового полка. Победа будет за нами.
Yeah. 700 body bags in that truck. That's what they're fundraising for. And we're trying to get drones to save lives, and they're trying to get bags to put their dead into. I don't think it's a issue of beauty. I think it's an issue of attitude. That's what they were able to fundraise for, was 700, though. But the attitude of women in Europe is very, very different from single women here in the States. For the most part, most women that are looking for a partner, they want somebody with $1 million, you know, very money oriented. European women, for the most part, don't care about money. They care about compatibility, same likes, same interests, and whatever level they can live at is fine by them. It's a big difference. You know, don't get me wrong, there's gold diggers everywhere, but US has a lot of them. Guy's just sitting out in the fields reading his newspaper on a nice winter day, and a Ukrainian plane decides to buzz him. HIMARS working in Kursk. Now I'm going to pause this right here. Watch, they put the red circle, but watch this floor in particular. You saw the movement right before the hit? That was a military command center in Kursk taken out by HIMARS. And another Russian MLRS taken out by the 336th Separate Rifle Brigade in Zaporizhia. Well, of course, I enjoy these MLRSs taken out because of how Russia uses them against villages and towns. This is footage from Russia, and according to the Russians, this footage shows a Ukrainian column advancing towards a Russian town in Kursk region. It is being engaged by Russian forces, but the footage suggests an ongoing advance, confirming Ukrainian presence east of that other Russian town. Here's the video. No, that was its tire getting blown off, Mitch. And that was video from the Russian side of the Ukrainian advance. You see, that's the thing there is, prefer guy, your first concern isn't his money. Your first concern is not being with an asshole. A lot of the girls in the States, they'll be with an asshole is if he has enough money. Visit visa free, visiting the newest European republic without a visa. Welcome to Kursk. Well, here's the old border crossing from Ukraine over. Hey, Macarena.
Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena,
Macarena. Just some Ukrainians having some fun on their deployment onto new Ukrainian territory. Ukraine drone strikes halts operations at Russia's Astrakhan gas plant for months. The drone strike on February 3rd has forced Gazprom's processing plant to shut down for at least 3 months. The attack ignited a major fire in the plant's condensate processing unit, severely damaged the facility that produces gasoline, diesel, and sulfur used in explosives. Shutdown has already disrupted fuel trading at St. Petersburg Commodity Exchange. And here is the video of the fire at the plant. And for those of you trying to place the song, I'll tell you at the end of the video. For those of you that weren't able to remember where that song came from, that's the theme song for Magnum PI. Russia's new recruitment drive caught on film. Here we go. Well, drag him into the van and then bring his crutches.
Ебаная мусорка, блядь. Здесь, да, братан? Едем, блядь, на штурм, ебаный в рот. Штурмить, блядь.
Well, unfortunately, off to Ukraine for him.
Ко всем обращаюсь, жителям России. Хочу всем показать, что происходит у нас в вооруженных силах Российской Федерации с одним из достойных солдат. Вот, так расширен. Давай. Как бы вот, меня сейчас забрали из больницы. Вот хочу показать свою рану. Братик, можешь...
No, that's why he's on crutches, and they're dragging him off to the recruitment center.
В сторону поведу. Все моменты, да, я хочу заснять, показать, как бы вот это видит мой край. Причем забрали меня с Краснодарского.
Pretty boom booms. This one's definitely for blonde. I can't translate. Kurt's operation on the front lines of modern warfare. Let's just play the video. From last year. Compilation of all the highlights from last year. S-300 getting taken out. Legion. November. course, December. Yeah, I think it was pretty fitting that the first engagement recorded with North Korean soldiers was a battle in a sunflower field. Of course, January this year. Oh. I feel like I played that already and did it again. I'm not sure why. New video from K2. They always give us good videos. Yeah, I think I linked that one twice for some reason. Oh, you've seen this one. Yeah, this was a soldier pulling the cart of supplies. See, he was half smart there. He should have thrown down the rifle and put his hands up, but... yeah, that was... oh. See if there's any new parts of that. Nope. Same video. Last video of the night. Training video from the 42nd Brigade. As you guys well know, Viper are South African on the front in the 422nd Battalion. They're part of the 42nd Brigade. And here is the training video. Of course, if you want to help Viper get a Mavic 3 thermal drone for security, the link is pinned in the top of chat. Here is the training video.
У сучасних умовах збройних конфліктів та гібридних воєн психологічна готовність військовослужбовців набуває першорядного значення. Для бійців 42-ї окремої механізованої бригади проходження психологічної смуги перешкод стало невід'ємною частиною підготовки, що дозволяє зміцнити не лише фізичні, а й моральні сили кожного воїна. Психологічна смуга перешкод – це не просто низка фізичних випробувань. Це комплекс тренувань, який включає завдання, що імітують реальні бойові умови. Раптові вибухи, імітацію обстрілів, задуми нападу та інші елементи, які створюють атмосферу постійної небезпеки. Такі умови дозволяють військовослужбовцям навчитися зосереджуватися у хаосі, швидко приймати рішення та реагувати на несподівані події. Вони вчаться керувати своїми емоціями, долати страх та розвивати здатність працювати в екстремальних умовах. Спільне проходження випробувань сприяє формуванню єдиної бойової команди, де кожен знає свою роль і розуміє, що на нього завжди можна покластися. За допомогою смуги перешкод бійці набувають навичок, які згодом допомагають їм орієнтуватися в надзвичайних ситуаціях під час реальних бойових дій. Тренування не просто імітують можливі небезпеки, а створюють умови, за яких солдати змушені шукати креативні шляхи вирішення проблем. Це дозволяє кожному учаснику навчитися аналізувати ситуацію, передбачати можливі ризики та знаходити оптимальні стратегії для досягнення поставленої мети.
And obstacle courses like that are more about building confidence in soldiers. Without the confidence to get through an obstacle course and the muscle memory to do all the things that they do in that obstacle course, fighting becomes much harder. So it's good to see that even though they are deployed, even though they are actively fighting, they're making sure the guys spend time doing training exercises like that to build their confidence, to build their muscle memory, to build the tools they need to be effective on the battlefield. Okay. Is that supposed to be Einstein? Result of an airstrike on the headquarters of the Russian armed forces in Seladov, Donetsk region. Enemy messages indicate that all commanders of the Russia's 35th Motorized Rifle Brigade operating in the Pokrovsk direction were eliminated. I showed you that video about a week ago. So now they're confirming that all the head honchos of the 35th Motorized Rifle Brigade of Russia were taken out in that strike. Oh, Mark Twain. Okay, yeah. No other videos today. So that is all I have for you. So with that, no air alerts active in except Luhansk. But that is an ongoing 1,040 days. Crimea, an ongoing air alert, 790 days. Other than that, there is no active alerts except up here where it's artillery and fighting in Voschansk area. Well, with that, I say thank you for coming to the stream. If you enjoyed, please hit the like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. But more important than that, thank you for supporting Ukraine. Keep up the support. Ukraine needs it now more than ever. Have a good night and stay safe, everybody. Yeah, very possible, Blonde. It could be our guys. Good night, all.